こんにちは。聞こえますか？ちょっと待ってよ。
Hello.
こんにちは。
Can you hear me?
はい、聞こえます。
Okay, cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, how we doing? How we doing?
Good.
Uh,
I have to say though, I am kind of disappointed that there was no post-credit scene.
there should have been a post-credit scene of Audrey like being resurrected.
Yeah.
As the sun.
Yeah, dude, why was it that there was no scene where they just had to create like a 20-minute CGI battle screen that blatantly ruins the lives of the animators working on it?
That's true. Also, that back screen gives me PTSD because that's the one my calc teacher had during Zoom University. I just want to kill myself.
Let's go.
Big dub. And I want to say Amy did it as well a couple times. She's like, "Hey guys, but wish we were here, right?"
Amy definitely did it.
Like, God damn, I don't want to be here. But yeah,
It's like she's really in Hawaii, guys.
We can all imagine that we're here right now. Would GR use that screen?
God, I remember once like she had like an outdoor background. I think it was just literally the outside of her house. So I can't say for sure.
That's not
she
really
would.
a background of that. That's just like her surroundings.
So like GR just doxed herself.
That's funny as hell. Little did she know it's just like public information. It's just public info on white pages. It is actually like crazy to think you can like find anyone's address on white pages right now.
Yeah.
Like where are they getting this information from?
I just remembered about the time when you looked up Ho Chi McMahon's personal info.
Dude, I actually drove there after Isha's grad party.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's by your old house actually, like your old house.
Dang.
Yeah, she lives over.
How fucking fun would that be if Ho Chi McMahon bought our old house?
If she has the financial capacity to do that, I'd be shocked. But yeah, no, she's. You know, it is not a shocker though, is that she's divorced. Not quite the shocker there.
Yeah, there's no mystery there.
Yeah, Scooby and the gang can rest easy because that one's solved. Yeah, no, dude, that's actually that reminds me, dude. Last night, it was actually a ton of fun. I went to this like a horror I don't even know what you call it, like horror house.
Yeah, like a haunted house.
Yeah, I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, I went to a haunted house. I mean, it was like a charity thing, so it's really cool.
Gotcha.
But like, dude, it was like fucked. I'm not gonna lie. Like they had like live actors and shit with like like it's like it was weird because like the lights were so dim that like the goblin mask and shit, like the clown mask they were wearing like looked so legit because like their mouth would move with the mask and shit. I was like, oh my god. Like they got like makeup done and everything. Like, oh my god. It was that, yeah, it's actually nuts. But yeah, there's a couple of crazy parts to it where like I mean, it was like number one. It's like it was like a couple of them was like pitch black. You had to like feel your way through, and then somebody was like, "Whoa!" And you just get like you just jump. There's that. Which like that's crazy. I hated the dark the most. There's a crazy. I mean, the sets were just like actually like, incredible. Like I was clearly thinking about like the wrong things during this because I was like, how is this breaking even, dude? So I was thinking about the wrong things going through this.
Like your school blew their entire budget on a fucking haunted house.
It was an independent. It was independent.
Gotcha.
I just went with like the Flip Side Club. Just like the I don't get drink club. But yeah.
Gotcha.
So
the nerds.
I mean, it was like me and my buddy. So it was such a solid group as well. And the guys were crazy. The dark ones are crazy. There's one where it's like a bunch of it's like an insane asylum, and like we were just stuck in this tight ass room. It was like lights were flashing. Like you just hear like some dude laughing, and out of nowhere there's like a door open. It's like, fuck, dude. The first one we went on was definitely there's like a couple of different like stages that you could do. The first one we did was definitely the worst. But like the fun that there's a couple of funny things. So number one, I didn't really get scared too much because like after like the first couple of scares, like I like, all right, dude, I'm checking my fucking six, dude. I'm going in there. I can like, all right, boom, boom, boom. That dude's not actually a prop. That's a person. That's a curtain right there. He's coming to come through there. So I was checking my six, dude. I was on lock.
You became Jocko Willink in that moment.
I literally felt like fucking Jocko Willink. But I was also like somehow quasi got elected like the line leader. But I was the first person in every room. I was like, fuck, dude. But
You
yeah,
had to take one for the team.
I actually like fucking man. I actually just like fucking took that on the chin for everyone. But the funniest part was like at the very end of the haunted house. I mean, there's some other crazy ones where like you were walking down like a tunnel, but it was everything was spiraling towards the center point, right? One of those things.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a mirror at the end of the thing, so like you couldn't see shit. I was like, whoa. I was all lopsided, dude. My vestibular was all over the place. But on the end of that one, you come out open to a field, and there's a bunch of pillars. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like we made it because we got outside. We made it, guys. All of a sudden, just from behind us, some dudes behind us, you like, oh shit. He just goes and like screaming at us. And dude, I see two people come out from the two pillars at the exit, like full mask on and everything, like bloody like thing. And I was like, dude, I swear to God, every single zombie, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, like everything just culminated. Like I literally, like looking back on it, it literally feels like one for all, like me grasping everyone's experience, me just grabbing every ounce of zombie experience and just like slamming into my chest. And like, dude, I just like bolted, like, dude, because like I'm a big guy. I outsprinted every other kid in that entire group and got out by like 5 seconds too.
Well, you spent every year since 8th grade training for that exact moment.
No, dude, it like if I was like the 50-yard dash, dude, I was getting bitches because I won.
Nice.
But yeah, it was actually like after the fact I was like, what the fuck just happened? Because I was like, I didn't even remember running. I was like, it's literally like my brain just went into like autopilot. It's literally like the one Phantom Troop dude. He just goes into autopilot and just like goes ape.
Yeah.
Because I was like, my thalamus just took over and just like, it's funny because I remember like, I dodged and weaved some of these barrels, and then I jumped over one. Because like there was one where it's like because like the dude like saw I was booking it, so he like started like training on me. So I went to this like the middle, so then they both grouped up there, and I bolted it to the left behind a barrel and just leaped over a barrel. So so like the barrel was like he blocking him, and I was like, holy fuck, dude, what the hell just happened?
So it's like Dead by Daylight, just like tripping a pallet, basically, like jumping through a window. That's what you did, kind of with a barrel.
Yeah, I just jumped over the barrel, yeah. But it was like, yeah, it was like, what the fuck did I just do, dude? I didn't know I had such physical capacity in me. Apparently, adrenaline will get it out of me if needed.
Yeah. Your fight or flight instinct kicked in.
No, like dead ass. Like as soon as that dude, like I heard the chainsaw, and the dude's like, I was like, fuck, he's behind me, and I just took off, dude. Yeah, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was actually like nuts. The one thing that made me flex though, dude, we were in another one. This one was definitely not as bad as the other one. Dude, we're like halfway through this thing, right? It's still like, I'm kind of like locked in at this point. It's like I'm like it's like I'm checking the corners as I walk in. But like I go into this room and I thought it was like some dudes that were like trying to scare me. But it was like a couple and a like little fucking like hanging on her hip daughter. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here, dude? They're like, just go on through. We just gotta take a minute. I'm like, who, like, you fucktards bringing your daughter into the haunted house? Like, what are you doing, dude? No brain medicine.
They just want to traumatize that kid, dude. No big deal.
No, I was like, dude, like you might. Like that's like the equivalent of me, like, of like some dude doing like acid and then going into a haunted house. Like, are you stupid, dude? Like, no, of course not. Like, who thought that'd be a good idea? But yeah, no. So that was Friday night. So I'm just chilling out now. What have you
Nice.
been up to then, Johnny boy?
Just like all school stuff, really.
Yeah, you grind for next weekend.
Yeah. Next weekend.
Are midterms coming up or?
I've got 2 exams this week.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Gonna be a lot of fun.
Hell, I got one this week, and actually I do have 2 this week, but they're in the same class, so it's kind of like you're studying for the same. This is my speaking and written test for Japanese.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They're back to
Isn't that-
French.
Yeah, then I got an essay, and I got an essay, speech, and a test the week after that. Kind of blows.
Nice.
Yeah. But alas. Yeah, no.
I have to make
I'll
like
be
a
back for
fucking
the-
presentation for another class.
Damn, bro. What are you doing
Don't-
presentations for, dude?
Huh?
You're STEM, dude. What are you doing presentations for? I guess I'm actually.
It's for a Janet class. It's a game design
Okay.
class, and we
Okay,
have to like make like a 3 presentation about like some of the games you've been playing.
That's actually fun as hell.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna do mine on Fire Emblem and Munchkin.
Oh, nice. That's a good
It
one.
was actually funny.
Dude.
I was like I had to write like basically a 2-page paper like really quick on each game. And when I did mine on Munchkin, like I went to like the Munchkin website to make sure I wasn't like fucking up the terminology. And I looked and said the recommended player count was 3 to 6 players. And I just thought I've only played one
That's
game
funny.
within the recommended player count.
Well, granted, we do have like expansion packs galore. So I guess that adds to the capacity of.
Yeah, I
people.
don't think it's the card limit though. I think it's like the sanity limit that a person experiences going
That's
too much.
true. Like by the end of that, like you're pushing the fabrics of your sanity.
Yeah.
Like I can't like physically handle anything else after that.
Yeah, it's like
Like,
you
I
cannot
literally-
do a basic arithmetic 5 hours in.
No, like I'm like, all right, we gotta add. Like it takes like 7 kids, like to figure out how to add by the end of it. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's like, all right, like 17 plus 7. 24 attack.
Yeah, it's like, what the? No, it's 25. Like, oh wait, no, I'm an idiot. Sorry. Damn, bro. Yeah, it's like that.
And then
It's
by
like
the time you do
7
all the
hours.
math and get to the final tag, someone just plays on another card, you have to restart.
Yeah, it's like, all right, restart. We have to
I
count
take
it.
away this item. Fuck.
Wait, what were we at? All right, we're counted. Like, damn, dude, feels bad. Feels bad astronomically. Like I said, that was such a fun night.
I gotta say, it does not feel fun knowing like half the time Albert and you have just won by being fucking L's.
Dude, me and Albert sweep at that game.
It's so stupid.
I think it's like literally like 60% of the games we've swept
Yeah.
by being elves or like some other like non-nominal rule.
Yeah. I feel like that's just not supposed to happen that often because of you fuckers.
No, it doesn't. But at the same time, like we play the game for we play for like 6 hours. And like the situation where like 2 people can win is bound to emerge statistically.
I just so fucking dumb though, just like
It is stupid. It is incredibly dumb.
especially when like I remember like when before you guys teamed up, Albert was like telling us like, no, dude, don't team up with him to win. It's not worth it, dude. It's not
That's
worth it.
true. Dude. Like it was him and Maxine for the entire game, and he switched it up.
And then the second you come in,
The second, Albert, all loyalty is out the window for Albert as soon as the opportunity comes for him to win.
wheezy little bastard.
Yeah, no, exactly. But yeah, no, that was I got great joy of pranking Albert. I was taking a piss out the car. I was like, bruh. But
Well,
alas.
at least the good thing for Albert is that Penn State beat Northwestern today, so feels good.
Oh god. Well, that means Albert had to get up like 5:30 to play in the band.
Let's go. Well, I think
go.
this was the I think this was the game at Penn State, or maybe it
Oh,
wasn't.
okay, gotcha. You've never considered going to the main campus to watch a game?
I know. I think Albert actually said that I should come to this game, but I just didn't know what it was. I just completely forgot about it.
That's funny.
But yeah, I'll probably go to I'll probably go at least one game next year.
Actually, it really wasn't that high scoring. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's only 7-17. That's really not that. The
Yeah.
spread is really not that big.
Well, I'm still gonna rub it in Albert's face.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
I should send him a message of that right now.
Yeah, just send like a emote. Send an emote.
Oh, you know what I should do? I should send on Discord and then find like some. If you have like a Fortnite emo on Discord.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's fine. I think Albert. Yeah, Albert definitely come down for a game. I think he's going to Boston College.
Fucking looking through on my DMs with Albert. The last time I was DMing was like for like fucking Among Us games. And like
Funny.
freshman year, I just see one of the like the second message you sent me is just a little article link for a typhoon called Typhoon Gay.
What, me?
No, it's a Wikipedia article. Look up Typhoon Gay 1989.
Yeah, that's like actually good working on this fisher go. Why? Why is it called that? Damn it. I mean, I guess it did hit Thailand, so you know.
Yeah.
Makes sense. The Cavalli. The Cabal. Is it game time? Have fun, dude.
I,
See you tomorrow.
I sent Albert. Yeah, Albert was at the game, and I sent him. It was in a hurricane.
Alas. Yeah, no. So what do you want to do next week? Or in 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's next week or 2 weeks, whenever the fuck we do it. Cyberpunk Ender is only 10 episodes. So I figure that's pretty easy. Unless
Okay.
if you have 2 weeks, you want to watch Steins Gate.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, we'll do the silence today. And then yeah, I'm gonna see about next week. I'll just be so busy. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
We'll have to do next week might have to be our bye week. You know what I'm saying? We gotta rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I said we can do an IRL recording on the 22nd.
Yeah. Live on the scene like Channel 5.
Did you see their Alex Jones interview?
Oh no, the last video I saw this was like when they went down to like some like a motorcycle festival down in like the deep south because there was like naked
We
mud
might
wrestling
have
or
to
something.
pause the recording and go watch that. They did an Alex Jones interview. It was actually kind of bonkers, like concerning for his health. like not that was like a shocker, but it was like, dude, like even like there's like a funny because there's a part of it where like even like the InfoWars employees like, dude, you probably shouldn't be saying those things. I was like, God damn, dude, like what
Mr.
are you
Jones,
doing?
you shouldn't be giving away your social security number as a joke online.
Yeah, I was like, bruh, like what is going on right now? It was
I wonder
so
how he feels knowing
chaotic.
that like his like leaked phone info could like screw over like the entire like Trump MAGA group.
What do you mean?
Well, they handed over like all of his info to the Justice Department. So if he has like anything incriminating, like any incriminating text messages on that phone, like which he probably does, he could have just fucked them over completely.
Yeah, that'd be nuts. Yeah, I've been did you see the video from Dave Pakman where it's like Trump raised like $10, it was like $40 in August or whatever?
I did not see that. I don't know if I'm even still subscribed to David Packman.
Are you?
I was at some, but I don't know if I am right now.
You know how big Dave Pakman guy? I like Dave.
Yeah, no, yeah, Dave's cool. I just like haven't watched videos in a while.
Gotcha.
Did you see the thing? How like Matt Gaetz tried to go on Twitch, and he got like
I don't
a
even know who that
max.
is.
He's like I don't know. He's like some Republican governor who's like I think
British
currently
American ice dancer.
no Matt Gaetz.
Oh, Gaetz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's like I don't know if I think he's currently investigating for like child sex trafficking right now, which is pretty
God
nice.
damn it.
Apparently
Dude,
he's
on
going to like
impeaching Biden, the first thing I see on impeaching Biden, GOP Matt Gaetz makes post policy pitch.
yeah, that sounds right. But he tried to do like a Twitch stream, and I think he had like a max viewership of 6 viewers concurrently.
That's so funny.
And like I'm pretty sure it was all just 12 viewers like typing in like dicks and like ASCII
Gay.
inside the chat.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
He represents the first district of Florida. I'm watching his. Is he live right now? Okay, no. It's just okay. It's just his channel. He has 2.1K followers.
Nice.
Just a quick tangent, real quick though. Have you seen like been following like all the Twitch drama?
I have been just through fucking Moist Critical's videos.
I would say, yeah, it's literally three more critical, but it's like the Titan maybe falling. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, like they are intentionally throwing right now, it seems.
They are, yeah, they're literally getting like paid refs just like throw the game for them.
Yeah, like they literally decided the best course of action is to take money away from their top streamers.
Is like their best business option is to not make money.
It's like I remember like I think it was like you know who Ludwig is, right? The YouTuber.
Oh yeah.
Like he made a video talking about the drama. He went to like a bit more open critical, and he talked about how maybe Twitch shouldn't be spending so much money on useless overhead and like actually like use their engineering staff to actually make good features. And like 2 days later, they add in their stupid like copy paste ultra chat features.
Oh yeah, where like you can pay like $100 for a 2-minute like thing that the streamer can't even see.
Yeah, but then like the math doesn't work out because you can do $100 for 2.5 minutes.
Yeah,
or you can use
that.
the $5.
That's so stupid. Like who thought that was a good idea?
They're trying their best to go out of business right now, and Godspeed to them, I
that's
guess.
That's something that like that makes no debilitatingly no sense.
Yeah.
It's like damn, dude. But yeah, what were we saying before that?
I don't fucking remember.
God damn it, dude. Like, oh yeah, this is a quick side note.
Yeah.
All right, retracking our steps real quick.
Should we actually talk about fucking silence?
Oh wait here. There's something I want to add. We were talking about Dave. Oh yeah, I remember now. The thing that like is like Matt Gaetz. I mean, this happened. Like this is not like particularly like a whatever thing. But it was just like seeing anyone like this is a perfect example. Like Matt Gaetz, like CNN Plus streaming, like or like celebrities trying to start like a podcast. It's just like no one gives a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like the only like I'm trying to like the only reason like AOC and whatever had like any viewership is because there's like with like Hassan and stuff like that. So it's just like it's funny like they how like what's the right word? How self-centered they are that they think that people outside of their like niche give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right? Because like someone like Matt Gaetz, like no one below the age of 30 gives a fuck about him. Like sorry. Yeah. No one below the age of 30 gives a fuck about that dude.
Yeah.
I'd probably even push it to like 40 or 50, just considering like the balloting age.
Yeah. He's a celebrity only to like a couple Facebook groups.
Yeah. So it's like no one. So yeah, it's such a. I love seeing that because I hope it's like a good swig of humility.
Yeah.
It's like God, what the fuck? That or like CNN Plus, just like getting absolutely like laid up on. That brings such a smile. Like having like literally like it was like barely any subscribers, just like it brings a great smile to my face.
It's like good as God intended.
Yeah, legit. Speaking of God, so all right, silence. Not Silence of the Lamb or not the silence, but just silence. A Martin Scorsese film with
Yeah.
Adam Driver and Andrew Garfield, who I would say Andrew Garfield is one of my favorite actors.
He did a really fucking good job in this movie.
Great job. Same with Adam Driver as well.
Yeah, even though Adam Driver like barely got to be in it, he did really good.
From what he was in it, he did a very good job.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, I think, I want to say the Red Letter Media who said this, or it's like you see like Adam Driver and Black Widow, what's her name? Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. I think I've seen you're talking about that one clip of them like as like a fighting couple or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a family life, something like that.
Yeah.
It's like they do like the Marvel shit to pay, buy the mansion, and they do like family life and those movies for like the art of it, the art of acting. It's a pretty good way to put it. Shout out Red Letter Media. But yeah, so but same with Andrew Garfield. I mean, at this point, Andrew Garfield had done Spider-Man, I want to say. So he's a blockbuster-esque actor.
Yeah, but he also got boned with like being like the worst Spider-Man like I guess era. Look with writing wise.
I guess I don't think that really was like I don't think anyone looked down on Andrew for that though.
Like he did a good job as Spider-Man, but
he did a great job as Spider-Man, honestly. Especially in the most recent one. Great job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, who would you say your favorite Spider-Man is?
I guess Tom Holland, but also I don't think you've seen it yet, but Into the Spider-Verse.
No, that's a good one though.
Yeah, Miles Morales is a top tier Spider-Man. At least in that movie. I don't know much about like in the comics.
Do you want to get high and watch that on my birthday?
I'll get high and watch Into the Spider-Verse. I was also thinking of watching like either One Punch Man or Mob Psycho.
Oh, that's a good one as well.
Yeah.
Or honestly, just JoJo's as well. It's so goofy. I think
there's no difference between watching JoJo's and watching JoJo's High.
That's facts, actually. That's facts.
Yeah. I think you said you want to watch regular show. I'm just like, bro, that's just watching regular show.
We actually should watch some regular show. We gotta think some like key episodes and watch that. That'd be actually fun. But yeah, no.
The only thing is the one episode where like they have like the one like the outdoor movie theater and the zombies rise up. That one
yeah, that's a good one.
Also, there's one where like they're playing basketball, like the ghost of some basketball star or whatever.
Oh, they had the greatest basketball coach of all time.
Yeah.
Come coach them so that he could be muscle man and high fives ghost and then get the computer time.
And then Fives took a dive so they could get the coach on the field for their team.
Yeah, like sorry guys, I don't make the rules. And then they got it, but like 10 years, like it's like a month passed because they went out to outer space, so time was different.
Also, God, what is it? Oh, the one where Mordecai like does the one like challenge like eating this giant meal in a set amount of time at a restaurant.
Oh, the egg sword. That's a classic.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Low key like an Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail ripoff, but I don't even mind. It's so good. Yeah. But yeah, no, I actually am planning on. I'm just gonna try and piss all tonight. I do got some board games to play at 9, but like, should I watch? Should I start Steins Gate, or should I watch Cyberpunk?
Do you think you have time to watch 25 episodes? Do you think you only have time to watch 10 episodes in the next 2 weeks?
Over the next 2 weeks? I mean, it's kind of probably gonna be like tonight. It'll be my last like do whatever the fuck I want night. Should be grind time the rest of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's up to your judgment. If you think you're not gonna have time, then just watch Cyberpunk.
Was it good? Was it good?
Oh, I haven't watched Cyberpunk yet.
Oh, you haven't? Because I've heard. Because Critical said it was very good, but like there was some like cheesy shit in it, which for me like kind of I'll have to because I will watch it, but like Critical has some like ass takes. So if he just thinks it's like good because it has cool animation.
I don't know what fucking Critical take on Steins Gate is, or if he's even seen it.
Oh, it's I think it might be a little too highbrow for Critical.
Too much time travel bullshit.
Yeah, I know his favorite anime of all time is Code Geass.
I thought it was like Cash and Sins or whatever.
Cash and Sins.
No, yeah, because I remember like it was this one like niche anime that no one watched, and then like from what I heard from like the people who watched it after hearing Rick recommended it, there's like, bro, this is not good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's definitely. Because he says Code Geass has the best ending of anything he's ever seen.
That's fair.
Oh, his favorite animated movie was Red Line.
There actually are some old like movies we could watch. Anyway, like like
What's Red
Akira.
Line?
Red
Oh,
Line?
Akira be good. Wait, what was the one that you
Akira.
said?
Casher and Sins.
Cash and Sins.
I remember I was gonna watch it after he said that it was like I think it was like he said like probably like one of the most like slept on anime or whatever.
Oh, Cash and okay. Is it like this looks like garbage? It's a reboot of the 1973 anime series Cashin.
Yeah, it has a 7.5 on Mal, which is really bad for Mal.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks garbage. But there's like something much critical we like.
How many episodes is it?
I don't know. You get parts 1 and 2 on
24.
Blu-ray DVD.
Oh yeah, for only like $500 and your left
Oh,
leg.
yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, that I think I want to see like the entire tier list from Witch Critical or like most of it. You know, like these are just like some ass takes, dude.
Yeah.
Like he like put like I have to go through it more thoroughly, but I remember like there's one like, are you fucking stupid? Like this is like he put like some like remarkably like good anime, like a C tier.
I'm
Are
assuming
you-
this is like excluding the obvious of JoJo's.
Yeah. It was like I'm like, what? Like how, dude? It was something so I gotta post it because I'm actually curious now because it was like actually one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
Have fun going through the entire hour of that VOD.
Yeah, I'm really gonna have to like I'll skip to the end or see if I can get an image of it. But it was like so fucking bad.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
he didn't make like proper treats. He just like rated them on Mal as like 10 out of 10 was S or whatever.
Yeah. And of course Reddit comes up and like as if I give a shit about any of their opinions. Also, I'm still not sure what flagged our last video.
I have no clue. Maybe we just both forgot about how we secretly invested 20 minutes of Drake music.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We just had like a millisecond of what's my face? A millisecond of anything from Toei Animation.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was he put like Ava at like C tier. I'm like, are you stupid, dude?
Bruh. Wait, is that including the TV show ending or the movie ending?
It was like the main series.
That is rough, yeah.
It's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Oh, I know what was. All right, he put Monster.
Oh my
Yeah, I'm
god, I
looking at.
forgot about that. He's like Monster,
He
like the
put
most boring show
Monster
ever.
literally at like a 6. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's a like disqualifying take from.
Okay, yeah, I literally saw it in the yeah. He's literally like, yeah, no, everyone was like talking to me like, oh yeah, Monster this, Monster that, like hyping that shit up. I watched it. It was the most boring fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, you are just like stupid as hell, dude. Like you're actually just fucking dumb.
He's fucking 8 brain critical over here.
Yeah, I was like, that's like actually like one of the most ass. Like that might be one of the most ass takes I've ever heard in my life. Because I
Yeah.
like Monsters like top. It has to be. It's easily top 10 for me.
Yeah, it's definitely in my top 10.
Yeah, I'll have to thoroughly go through and try and think of a tier list for.
Is Erased still your favorite anime?
No, it's not.
Gotcha.
I'll have to rewatch that because I do remember it being like really good when I watched it the first time. But that granted, I was in like 7th grade, so my frontal lobe was like
fair.
not developed.
I remember hearing that like
But,
it had a
like-
really shit ending.
Yeah, it does. It does actually. The jugular gets cucked. Like, it's like, am I even joking? Are you gonna watch it?
I might at some point, but it's probably not in like the immediate future.
All right, I won't spoil it then. But I was just like, bruh, this is shit's ass. I've seen so many memes about it. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, no. So back to silence. Back to silence.
After that long ass tangent.
Yeah, no. I would rate it an 8 out of 10 overall, just to set the bar. I give it a solid 8 out of 10.
I'd say 8 out of 10's fair. Maybe like
Yeah,
8.5. I mean high, but it was good.
it was very good. It was very good. It was definitely worth the 3 hours, I thought.
Yeah.
There's one little thing I thought I was like it should have done this differently, but I can't really remember exactly what the course of action was. But yeah, no, I mean it really it's actually funny because I watched this for my philosophy class, and I was hesitant. I was like, why are we watching this fun fucking movie? But it really did like in a very raw sense, just like really put like the question of like evil into like the most realist terms possible.
Yeah. I just elaborate on your thoughts on it, and then I'll bounce off them.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't want to go too much into like the philosophical roots that has been the philosophy class. I mean the readings have been excellent. The discussion in class has been like mind-numbingly stupid.
Checks out.
Yeah, sounds about right. But yeah, no, it's like this like I mean I guess like the question like always it kind of boils down to is a theodicy. Is like that the question of if God exists, then how does evil persist? And so we've been kind of going through like different kind of answers or rebuttals to that. The one that stands out in this case is that of a Mackey. I can't remember his first name. Who essentially professes that. I mean, for him, the answer is quite easy. So it essentially says there's three. So there's evil, right? So there's kind of two claims, right? So there's claim A that God is omnipotent, and obviously this is in a Judeo-Christian, I'd say mainly a Christian Abrahamic sense of the word God, and that He is all good and all benevolent. But how is that possible if there's evil in the world? And you know, for Mackey, the question is quite simple. He's saying that God just doesn't exist. So it's not really he doesn't
Let's
really
go!
he doesn't really lose too much sleep on it.
Yeah, my boy,
But,
Mackie.
Yeah, it was a very good read. It's a very good read. I found it very well written. I mean, it's funny because like people in the class like, dude, I was actually like, dude, you can't be doing that. Like because we were going through like it's like philosophy of religion right now. And we're gonna transition to like ethics after this. But essentially it's like we talk about like philosophical discussions for creationism. And I mean like what I really liked about like when I shout out to the professor, like for every reading he gave us, I'm like he wouldn't just feed us like the spoon feed us the creationist. No, sorry, the creationist in the sense of like that, there is a God, right?
Yeah.
Not creationist in the sense that it's like Genesis is literal truth.
Yeah.
He gave us both perspectives, which I really appreciate. And I think kind of informed my now perspective much more holistically. But like it was actually just like brain dumbing because like there's like this one girl like, actually lost her mind. She's like because like there's one person that was like, yeah, no, I just like don't believe in God. And then like this other girl's like, you're just being closed-minded. I'm like, all right, dude, you can't say that. Like in fact, that makes you kind of closed-minded as well if you're having a problem with what she's saying. So I was like, wait a second. But
Wait.
anyway, yeah,
Hot meat kettle.
yeah. I was a little out there. I was like, yeah, calling the kettle black, huh? But of course I did not say that, lest I'd be turned into mincemeat. But yeah, I think this movie really puts it in like in the best perspective possible. because like it's like I always say this, it's like it's so easy to like kind of sit on the high horse of philosophy and just be like and proclaim X, Y, and Z. And in this case, to be like, oh, I think that the title of the movie is perfect. To be like, of silence is really perfect and kind of sums up the problem quite well. Where it's like in the face of such, the most gruesome suffering, right, of and being put in the pit, right? How do you reconcile evil when you're met with silence? I mean, that's like the most human part of the question. That's like really what the question is supposed to answer. So it's always one thing for me to be like, in philosophy class, like, oh, it's not God's doing, it's of human free will that we choose evil and blah, 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 right? So it's always like one of those things, but in the face of like genuine evil that these Christians faced, it's like, how do you, it's like, is that all right? It seems philosophically, let's say, let me first do this. What were philosophically sound and logically coherent answers become cop-outs in the face of experience, let's say.
Yeah.
But let's put it as that. I think that's the best way for me to put it.
Yeah. Like it's a lot easier to say that like
Wait, John,
God
you
is
just drop a silver coin.
I did just drop a silver coin. Yeah, it's a quarter.
Holy shit, John, you turning me in, dog.
I swear to God, I'm not juice. I only have 3 coins, not 30.
Oh damn, dude. Well, you can get 100 if you turn me in. So
Let's go.
let's go.
Easy money, boys. Easy money.
Oh, dude. All right. First off, let's. So finish your thought first.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a lot easier to say that like God is testing your faith, and that's why there's evil in the world.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to say that when you're not the one experiencing that evil firsthand.
Yeah, it's so easy. Like I said this. It's actually because like in the theology throwdown that I host every Sunday in the room. Like that's something I said where it's like it's so easy at Notre Dame to be a good Christian, because like here, like, you like everyone here is just so nice and so genuinely goodwill. Like I leave my computer out, my phone out when I'm at the library. I don't even give a fuck. I've literally left my phone and my computer out in the library, walked to the dining hall across campus, gotten dinner, and walked back, and everything was still there. Because I was like, no one's gonna like, who's gonna take it? No one's gonna take it, right? Like, so it's like that's why I said like at Notre Dame, it's so easy to be a good Christian. It's so easy to go and do likewise when you're surrounded in an environment that's nurturing and supportive of that. But like in the face of like, in the face of Judas, how was Padre? I mean, I guess in the end he did, right? But it's one of those things like, when you get to Japan and everyone, I say Japan as metaphorically as you would use maybe as you would use Babylon. Sorry. So when you go into the gates of Babylon, it's a different story, right?
Yeah.
To use a metaphorical language. But yeah, no, which is why I always think that like, there's a certain level, like I think I kind of view like a lot of recent, let's say, salient issues in the same light. It's like it's very easy to say X, Y, Z in a certain light when you don't have, when you're completely removed from the situation, right? Like I think I can give 2 examples of that. On the one hand, I can be like, yeah, like these gender bender philosophies are you can make an argument on paper, but I don't think it has practical application. Likewise, the same thing I'll say for like like people that are down bad, right? Completely down their luck. It's like in practice, it's nice to be like, oh, by the bootstraps, let's pull them back up. They should pull themselves back up. But it's like, like, that's not what, like, these people need like compassion in their time of suffering, not tough love, if you will, right? So it works to give 2 examples. But yeah, no, and I think the movie approaches it in a very interesting way. In that I appreciate that it's I wouldn't say it's convoluted. So, but I think I guess it's a bit reassuring in the end for those if they are. I think again, maybe perhaps it's a bit of a cop out, just like as I think to be like have like that scene with like Jesus, like just go ahead, step on me. I mean, I think that is philosophically correct with what with what the Christian belief system professes, but at the same time, it's like I think the themes of the movie would have a bit more pungent if it was like complete silence, if that makes sense.
Well, that's like, yeah, so in the time that we spent between watching that movie and right now, I watched a couple of videos talking about it. And I remember
Okay.
was Dr. Barron the guy who you showed me the one podcast of when you were driving back from Rochester?
Oh, Robert Barron. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the Archbishop of LA. I think he's the Archbishop of something now. He's
Yeah.
the bishop of it now. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, like I watched him talk in the movie, and one thing he's talked about was like he said a couple things, but related to this is that voice is that like you can say that like, oh, like that's the voice of God, but like, do we actually know it's the voice of God? Is it actually God, or is it just him like deluding himself into thinking
Projecting
that God
it.
would forgive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting. Because also like you got to question like his mental state at that time.
Yeah.
Like that dude was going absolutely bananas.
And also, apparently in the original book that Silence is based on, when
Mhm.
he gets the Buddhist burial, it does not say that he had a guy with a cross in his hand. That's
Interesting.
it's just this thing that Martin Scorsese added in at the very end.
Yeah. 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 It's very I mean, I think like it's like I I'll just to kind of speak on that point a little bit of like I think did Scorsese kind of I don't know did he kind of wither away from the themes of the movie a little bit in the end? I think perhaps I think it would have been a bit heavier on the heart if he didn't leave it on a note of hope at the end. Like honestly, if the movie literally like he stepped on the image of Jesus and then like got his head cut off, like low key that would have been even like the most like that would have been nuts. So that would have been like there's no like earthly salvation, let's say.
Yeah, that would have been like big doom energy. I thought you were gonna say like it was just gonna be like he steps on the figure and then just like cuts to black.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it kind of shied away from his themes. I feel. I mean, I guess it kind of changed the themes a little bit of the movie because at least from my interpretation, it's like the first like 5 6 of the movie, like suffering and like in the face of like a seemingly indifferent God. But after that, it kind of changed it to like despite like in the silence, you'll find the presence of God. So it changed, it tweaked it a bit thematically, but I think in terms of it being a exploration of a theodicy, it kind of I don't know, it kind of got watered down a little bit. Its themes in the end, I feel. Oh shit, what was I gonna? Where was I had something to add a little bit as well. Talking about Robert Barron. Fuck. Ah, damn, I can't remember. Ah, shit. I can't remember actually. Son of a bitch. But yeah, no. Yeah. Fuck. I literally cannot. Damn, I had something I really wanted to add, but I can't remember.
You want me to just ask and then we can circle back?
Yeah.
Remember?
Please go on.
Yeah. So it
I only have like
was
10 more minutes left to
yeah.
surprise.
Okay. So the other thing that
Mhm.
Rob Barron talked about was like you do feel like sympathy for like Andrew Garfield as he like goes through this, even like as personally like I saw this from him even after he had to like give up his face.
Is this Robert Barron talking about the movie?
This is Rob Barron talking about the movie, yes.
Oh shit. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like it says like a 10-minute clip of him talking about it on YouTube.
Okay, cool.
But
I do enjoy. He's a good speaker. I enjoy listening to stuff.
he said that like when you like through the movie you kind of feel sympathy for like Andrew Garfield even after he has to, like step on the picture of Jesus and like give up his faith. But like if you would change the context of it into like like a war beat, and like instead of like following like these priests, we're following like soldiers, like Navy SEAL or something, and like they go on a mission in some foreign country, and like they like the people that work in the country are like just as faithful to their cause as they are, and they have to die for it. But then the soldiers, they end up like selling out basically to survive, and like end up like helping the enemy basically, in the sense of like they're like in the movie, like at the end, he's like finding Christians entering the country and shit. So
Is
if you
he
change
finding them, or is he just taking away like the artifacts from them?
well, like that one Dutch dude who they found the cross on, he got like taken away. So I assume he got to at least torture or some shit.
Sure.
But like, so if you change the context from like religious proselytizers to soldiers, would that change the amount of sympathy you would give to them?
Oh, not. I really don't think I would, to be honest. I would still feel terrible for. I mean, it's like one of those things. Like if you put yourself in the situation of Andrew Garfield, whether or not he's Spider-Man, whether or not he's fighting Thanos. I don't know. I'm curious. I think Robert Barron would be like, "Oh, he shouldn't have done it." I wouldn't
Yeah,
be surprised. That's what I'm
he
sure.
was
That's
very
what he
much like,
said.
yeah, like I feel no sympathy for them, and like he was like
No,
moralizing the Japanese converts.
no. Well, it's like I absolutely. If they were soldiers, like the same thing happened, I would feel the exact same. Yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah,
Because like you
fair.
really, it's like one of those things. Like I think it kind of comes back to like, would you be able to go through all of that like and not step on it? Like, I mean, I think like I think I'm surprised about, at least for me, is like I think it kind of has Christian themes in the end where it's like you're just like you do what you give Caesar his dues kind of thing. Um, but still, like have the Lord in your heart kind of thing.
Yeah,
But but it's just like I don't know. It's just like I mean, if they were soldiers, like it's like the same thing. It's just like step on the American flag. I mean, like I'd pose this question to Robert Barron. Do you consider John McCain a war hero? Like what do you make of John McCain then? Because that's what he did. Like that's like the exact like that parallels it rather well. He got tortured for years and then worked quote unquote with the Vietnamese, right? And he's considered I mean I don't think anyone would really consider him not a hero,
yeah,
right? So it's just like again I'm very hesitant to condemn the actions of those in such peril because like it's just like it's so easy to judge from the comfort of my dorm room
yeah,
and what I assume is the comfort of Los Angeles for Robert Barron.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I mean I think it's kind of weird to not feel sympathy for them.
yeah.
Yeah, what would you retort to Robert?
Uh, I don't know. Probably similar to what you said. I guess it does like I just say like yeah, it's easy to say that like oh you would never give in when you
Mhm.
haven't been through that.
Yeah, I also like at least like if you consider the the Abrahamic consideration of God, it's just like I would like to think that like if I went through all of that, like I think I would hope that God, as someone who's all knowing, would understand.
Yeah, you'd
Like
hope
I
that
mean,
God
don't
would
get
throw
me
you a
wrong,
bone.
like yeah, he threw me a bone. Like don't get me wrong, like it's for someone to not do that and hold such adamance is just like that's like a saintly trait to have, like to be able to do that. Like that's like saint shit. Now I hope I would be able to hold. I hope I would be able to, but like at the same time, like, I'm not like I don't know. Like, it seems like the all-knowing God and all-loving God would would be able to love you nonetheless.
Yeah.
Even if you stepped on his image, like, and you still
Yeah.
love him in your heart. So it's like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
It would be a
What
dick move.
really matters, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I struggle with that one. But also, I was thinking a lot. I mean, I was thinking about it a bit historically as well, where it's just like, number one, I think I would be interested to see if like would have Japan ended up like the Philippines, where like everyone's like Catholic. Like I would be curious about that. If, as Andrew Garfield would say, they didn't poison the soil.
Yeah. I don't really know what the economic state of Japan was, like a powerhouse, because like this was like even like a China, like, although I don't know if we really so much as like tried to proselytize China, as if like we just tried to sell them a bunch of opium and that was our only real goal.
I think it was just opium. Yeah,
That's a fair cause, I'd say, though. Let's
you
get them all
noble of
addicted.
that.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, they had a
Probably
grand
that
old time with that,
101.
I'm sure.
I did too. Yeah.
Albert's ancestors had a real ball huffing that
They probably had
opium.
like a nice little dance party in the caves.
Again, I go over the fact that Albert Song's a literal caveman.
Like 10% chance of being a troglodyte. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like one of those things. Like you think about like evangelizing. It's like I don't know. Like personally, and again, this is of course going into this with my 21st century perspective of like, yes, you should try and evangelize all that you can, but like, dude, it's not worth like. I think that they kind of made that point in the movie, which I kind of tend to agree with, where it's just like, dude, is it worth it?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like, is it really worth like all of this?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. It poses some difficult ass questions, that's for sure.
No, yeah, I will be excited to write my blog post about it for Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, you had tried a blog post, nice.
I do. I'm excited to see everyone else's response. More importantly, because I'm sure they're gonna be like frothing at the mouth.
Like, they were bad Christians. They should go to hell.
Dude, if if they said that, like I was like, duh, like you're stupid.
What
I
retarded?
think like one of the things that struck me quite odd is like a lot of these kids in my classes like do not understand like Christian doctrine like as well as they should.
Really? Well, give me some examples of how they misattribute the
Well,
Lord's
like
words.
I mean, there's like a couple examples in particular that I'm thinking. I was like, well, number one is like the person that's like actually like lashed out at the other girl. Like that's like a very, you need to embody the doctrine a little more. Like
Yeah.
that's like the spirit in Christ. Like that's not a good way to treat someone. Number one. There's also just like a couple of things where like how like I should not be like the leading authority in my class about this. Like granted, I do talk like with my rector a lot, and like I do go to mass like pretty much every day, but at the same time, it's just like you guys have been going to mass like your entire life. Like what's going on here, guys?
Yeah.
Like there's one about like the theodicy where it's like I can like think of answers for these. Yeah, oh yeah, like this is like the most like lay up one. I was like, bro, like they're like the question kind of came down to like why didn't okay, so if this is XXX exists, then why would God create the world? And I was like, this is like I feel like this is like Christianity 101. Like he made the world for us, right? Like it's like a pretty like easy answer in terms of the Christian perspective. Create like like the gift of life is like the most like fundamental idea of Christianity. So it's like, what are these guys doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You found some fake Christians there, Luke. That's what you found.
I do think that. I mean, I think like for me especially, like I think I can appreciate things like silence like my art, like it's just because like I've been like I've had such turmoil with my faith. So I think it requires a bit more, which I think because of that, I was like I was pretty like like agnostic in high school kind of thing, or just like I think you know I think my current state has required a bit more thoughtfulness than just being like born a Christian and going to church and loving going to church.
Yeah.
Like I fucking hated church. Like it fucking blew, kind of thing. So yeah, but I don't know. So I think that's a big part of it. It's like I mean, with anything to like have like actual perspective on anything, you need to have the wherewithal to hear other and like truly. I think this is the big thing. It's like to truly grapple with other opinions. I think why I enjoyed silence so much because like it's like one of the most visceral ways to truly grapple with the opinion of God has completely abandoned you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, with that being said, I do gotta scram. On that bright note, I have to scram. But I'll continue to ponder hereafter. So
All right. Yeah, and let me know if you're gonna do a cyberpunk or
I'll think about it. I'll
Stargate.
think about
Yeah.
it.
Because
I was
obviously if you
thinking
have to
about
watch
rewatching.
Cyberpunk, I need to watch it in the next 2 weeks.
Oh,
I have to
true. I
watch-
was thinking about there's something else I was thinking about watching, but I'll have to if I remember, I'll let you know.
All right. Yeah, no
All right.
problem.
Also, I think the first episode of Chainsaw Man is coming out pretty soon.
Oh yeah, it's like yeah, it's very soon.
Very
Next
nice.
few
All right.
weeks.
Sick. All right. I'll talk to you later, John.
All right. See you.
Peace.